when Job never sinned against God. But then the devil went to God to ask God that, why have you blessed Job? And then God told the devil that Job is my servant. And so even if you decide to strip off everything that I, God, have given him, he will still be a true servant of mine. The devil felt God is lying. The devil went to Job, destroyed all his possession, destroyed everything that he had. You see? But out of the midst of the troubles of Job, the Bible says that Job never sinned against God. Job never sinned against God. Take your time, read the story of Job. And the Bible says Job never sinned against God. When Job was able to stand firm for God, the Bible says that everything that Job had, God multiplied it. That is the story of Job. You can equate the story of Job. Hey, don't try. Don't try. Me, I don't support anybody. But when it comes to football, the debate has been settled. It is over. You can have your opinion. But when it comes to the game, welcome. This is Global Kickoff here on WoezorTV. My name is Samuel Apia. Another edition of your most authoritative football review show here. And it's another Thursday, and we are here. Remember yesterday we were here to review the game that was played on Tuesday with Spain booking their place in the final of the 23rd edition of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And then on Wednesday, which was yesterday, Argentina surprisingly found a way to bounce back, to rally from a goal down, to book a place in the final, to settle a final, to book a final between themselves and then Spain. And remember, the final will be played at the MetLife Stadium on Sunday. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. But this afternoon, we've gathered here. This afternoon, there's a gentleman in the studio. He decided to walk in, to explain and to nullify the argument of some angle, or by some people. That's your man on do baby. But like I said, if you love the game and if you watched the game yesterday, all your doubts should be raised by now. There is a viral video. I believe you've made your time to watch that. The gentleman said, I'm a Ronaldo fan, but today it has been settled. That's how it is. I don't support anybody. But the game there, we love it. So we are here to review that game that was played yesterday between England and then Argentina. As always, we'll find out what went wrong for England, and taking the lead in the 55th minute, and suddenly fell short, and Argentina rallied from behind to record a 2-1 win to book their place in the final. Like I said, they'll come up against Spain on Sunday in the final at the MetLife Stadium. Also, we'll make time to discuss Argentina and how they were able to turn things around to book a place in the final. Again, which is coming up on Sunday. Once again, welcome to Global Kickoff. There will be a social media corner where we'll bring you some reactions from the game that was played. Remember, our social media corner proudly brought to you by Woolaki World Cup Sikapuro Promo, always being a proud sponsor when it comes to our social media corner. So remember, the show is interactive, okay? The show is interactive, and so you can join us with your comments, your WhatsApp messages especially, and after the commercial break, I'll ask the guys whether we should pick your calls now or we should do it at the latter part of the program. Because today, there is a program called Fire for Fire to be more than Fire for Fire here. So when I come back from the commercial break, I'll ask them whether I should pick your calls or they will prefer that at the latter part. Because today, the time is for them. I'll not say anything. Okay, so let's do a quick test. When I come back, I'll introduce my guests, find out from them, and we'll begin the program. Because we have a gentleman in the studio. In fact, this is the second time. And he himself will explain why he's joined us today. Because I walked in and I saw him here. So let's do a quick turn. I'll be back, introduce my guests, and then they will tell me whether to pick your calls or not. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Ghana for the second World Cup running, the only Africans left standing.
What's getting a number of good ones? We could take close to 200 doctors. Oh, Pias and Nampi, Jaja, today we jackpot day. We dare live.
He's in the area. He's gone.
Oh,
it's the Lucky World Cup Sikapuduo promo. Every 11th June, Kosi 31st July 2026. Play and win your share of the 1 million Ghana City jackpot with a minimum stake of just 10 Ghana cities. 20 lucky customers go win their share of the 20,000 Ghana cities daily jackpots. Top 10 agents go chop bonus every weekend. Trying to Lucky app, Lucky website. Agent to ana dial *288#. Lucky World Cup Sikapuduo. Kitty one the tickets. Yeah.
Auntie, one man no chopo. Blow bia di opera mame. Nanye nazo na munye. Saga.
Terms and conditions apply. Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18. Licensed and regulated by the NLA.
Lucky. Play small, win big.
The world's biggest football festival is here, and Ghana is watching together. This June, the Ghana TV Consortium brings you the FIFA World Cup 2026 live and free to air on GTV, Joy Prime, GTV Sports Plus, Adum TV, WoezorTV, Metro TV, UTV, Original TV, Garden City TV, Obono TV, GH1 TV, Ago TV, Onya TV, TV3, Max TV, and Sporty TV. 3 host countries, 48 teams, 1 unforgettable tournament. Follow every moment of the Ghana Black Stars journey, every rivalry, every goal, and every celebration. Enjoy crystal clear high-definition broadcast with expert local analysis and the passion only Ghanaian broadcasters can deliver. From the opening whistle to the crowning of champions, your football home is right here. The FIFA World Cup 2026. One nation, one consortium. Ghana TV Consortium, bringing you the best of the World Cup. Brought to you by Sportybet, Star Oil, MTN, Pepsodent, Kivo, Polytech, Lavance Tomato Mix, and Heaven Insecticide Spray.
Back watching the Global Kickoff on WoezorTV. Like I said, my name is Samuel Ape. My guys are seated. Before I introduce them, let's say a big thank you to Lucky because they will make it, or they always make it possible for us to bring you the social media corner. And they say the wait is over. It is finally here, the World Cup season. Watch good football and win extra cash with the Lucky World Cup Sika Pro promo. Buy a minimum lot of tickets for just 10 Ghana cedis and get an opportunity to be given a second chance. Whether your stake numbers win or not, you can be part of the 20 lucky people to win 1,000 Ghana cedis from the 11th of June to 31st of July 2026. Also, our cherished agents are not left out. There is a 32k weekly jackpot for the top 10 selling agents. The winner selection will happen in our studio during our 8:30 live draws. Remember, terms and conditions apply. You can equally play your favorites. Lucky 588 games via the short code *288#, or you can equally play from our website www.wolucky.com, or get closer to your agent in kiosk and stake and ensure your phone numbers are captured by the agent on your phone numbers are captured by the agent on your lotto ticket. Lucky World Cup Sika Pro promo 1 man. No chop. Tell Wandel to hold on. Tell Wandel to hold on. Tell Wandel to hold on. Let me introduce my guest. He cannot barge into my program and direct me to talk to him. Tell him to hold on. I'll talk to him later. He can be on for 1 hour. I'll not even mind him. Let me introduce my guest. After the introduction, I'll come back to Wandel. Whatever he wants to say, he will tell us. Tell him to hold on. Ofe is in the house. Ofe, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Welcome. How are you doing?
Sammy, I'm blessed, highly favored. You know, I'm charged for today's program. I can see that my senior brother is in here. to support Lionel Messi. Yes,
but he's not saying anything. Why are you?
He has said
no,
it.
why, no,
So,
why,
let me
no,
finish.
hold on.
Let me finish.
No, hold on.
Behind the scenes,
no.
he told me he's going to do a serious agenda today.
I don't deal with behind the scenes stuff.
Okay.
Whether he is here, you don't know why he is here.
Okay.
So I
am telling you why he's here.
But I ask you a simple question. Welcome. How are you doing?
Sammy, I'm fine.
Thank you.
Yes.
But you have been doing this always.
But your intro to is relating to Messi, right? I just want to ask you one question.
Did I call out any players?
This Job story that God bless Job after the temptation he went through.
Yes.
If you know Messi doesn't win the World Cup, what will be your intro?
I'll come here. I'll give you another intro.
Okay.
Why are you worried?
Okay, Sammy, I'm not worried.
Thank you.
I'm not worried.
Yes.
But I just wanted to let you know we are ready for the battle today. We are just ready. Yes.
Right. So, Ofe joining us as always. Let's talk to the Queen. Doris, good afternoon. Welcome. How are you?
Good afternoon, Sammy. I'm doing well.
It's good to have you again.
Don't worry, it's good to also. It's good
I'm
for you
saying
to
that
host
it's good
me.
to have you again.
It is also good for you to host me.
Thank you.
today.
How? Okay. We'll come back to yesterday. You mentioned something. We'll discuss. You know, when we used to be at SHS or at the uni, they will tell you, they will give you just a simple sentence and they will ask you to discuss.
Don't worry.
Discuss is more of like you are writing a whole book. You are writing a whole thesis. You wrote thesis, right?
No.
You didn't. Okay. Nana has taken off all his busy schedules to join us here. So it tells you today is going to be a good day. Yes. It's more of like our day. You remember those days, KG, primary, JSS1 and stuff. Our day. Yeah, G and Nisa. So Nana is here. Nana, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Sammy. I'm well, I'm fine, and thanks be to God. We have breath.
Yes.
And we are alive and we are experiencing the mercifulness of God.
I like that.
His mercy abounds daily and every day.
Thank you.
And we are also
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you.
rolling like a lion.
Rollings.
You know,
rolling.
I saw a tweet this morning that Jesus Christ wanted to play a football, but he decided not to play. And you know, Christ, you can also describe him as the Messiah, right? And he took off the IH. AH. Oh, and then you can mention the name yourself. Wandel, good afternoon. Welcome. How are you? Oh, so okay. I like it like that. Good afternoon. Welcome. Can you hear me?
Now he can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. When we get proper connection with Wendell, we'll talk to him.
Wendell.
Today he wants to be in on video. Okay. The technical guys will work things around, and when we're able to get a proper connection with Wendell, we'll connect with him. But like I said, we are here to review the game, what went wrong for England and Somasu Hill, and how Lionel Scaloni and his technical team turned things around for Argentina to book a place in the final. Now it has become, this is their second successive final in the history of the World Cup. Whilst we await the technical guys to fix the line, let me begin from Ofe. I mean, as always, let me pick your initial thoughts like we did yesterday. We'll focus on England and then later discuss Argentina and just try to pick your thoughts on the final. Remember Saturday, it's the third place playoff, which is at 9 p.m. That game will be aired here, same as the final here on Sunday as well. So take and make a date with us on this platform. We'll bring you the third place game and then the final game on Saturday and Sunday respectively. Ofe, your initial thoughts on the game?
Yeah, Sammy, Thomas Tuchel cost England a big one. Look, he killed them. Some of his subs he made was terrible. There was one reason why England hired Thomas Tuchel, was for games like this, and he blew it away. Very, very, very disappointed in the way he managed the game. He set up his team so good, but the way he managed it at the end was terrible, because we've talked about the African teams and how they're not able to kill games. And it looks like England was an African team yesterday. Because in the 80th minute, leading a goal against Argentina, you can't kill that game off. Especially with all the quality you have on the pitch and on the bench, was very disappointing. Especially, supposedly that he's a top-class manager. He was supposed to do better. We can't put all the blame on the players because he said it after the match that look, he has no regrets. They played well in some moment of the game. Look, his post-match was even off for me. Because look, England should have played better. For me, they have better quality players than even Argentina.
Okay. Wandel is back, okay? Let's all... You want to say it and let's move on.
I was invited to join the show, and I've seen that you become
The guys who will try as much as possible to work it around. When we get a proper, the guys who will try as much as possible to work it around. When we get a proper connection, I'm sure we will definitely reconnect with him. But you heard of her giving us initial thoughts and about the game. But I mean, let me quickly talk to Doris and also hear from her. What did she make of the game that was played yesterday, Doris? I mean, it's over. But what are your initial thoughts in the first place? This is the first time of me asking you your initial thoughts in Wahami. Why you don't want to talk today?
I was not really surprised with the outcome.
Right.
In as much as yes, I sat here yesterday to praise Thomas Tuchel for being one of the coaches who is very stiff when it comes to his approach into games. You are unable to read him, what is going to offer, unless the game starts and then you know what he's trying to do. Then you also know how to come in. And we clearly saw it yesterday when Scaloni also benched his tactical players and then introduced, physical players to come and man up with the England boys. So we all saw it in the first 45 minutes. It was the second half that he introduced the likes of Enzo and Lisandro and all those people to come and play for him. So one thing that I've always highlighted in my analysis, the 4 key points in football that you can never do away with: your technique, your tactics, your psychological aspects, and how you control the game.
Right.
I've always said this thing. We saw it yesterday. We saw how psychological the Argentina players, showed up right from the minute one when they were singing their national anthem. They had that mentality to, come and play and win.
Right.
The vim was there. They came. They started the game. We saw how they approached the England players, and what went wrong with the tactical and then the technical aspects coming from Thomas Tuchel. It took a toll on the players in another psychological aspect, with they, going one goal when Argentina equalized. Yeah. So I was disappointed in a coach that I've already, praised in this manner, and you approach that game in that manner to, confuse Scaloni, make him find it difficult to, match up to what you were doing. Then all of a sudden, you let your guards down. Yeah. So I was so disappointed, especially when he made the substitutions. They killed the momentum of the game for the English people.
Right. Okay. So, Nana, please pardon me, okay? Sure. Let's try and see if we can talk to Wandel now. Hi, Wandel, welcome back.
Thank you. Is it better now?
Connection is much better now. Where are you at the moment?
Oh, I mean, as I mentioned, I'm chilling at home.
It's good to chill, but sorry, I was just clearing my throat.
Oh yes, that's what will happen to you because
Talk to me. You mentioned that Argentina wins or not, you will be here, and you've made time. So you talk to me.
Yes,
we are all in the studio. We are paying a rapt attention, listening to you. I believe that our audience too are listening. At the latter part of the program, we'll activate the phone lines and you'll hear from them. Please talk to me before I move on and talk to Nana in the studio.
I mean, good afternoon to the viewers and you guys in studio once again. As promised on Sunday, I'm here again with another verdict on what I saw. And before we even begin, I mentioned I'm no fan favorite. I'm a fan of football, and I'm a fan of football being played in a just and a fair manner. Given us, you, Sami, has started this program on a biblical note and have shown us how much of a prophet you and a pastor you are. I mean, I'll also start. I'll start by giving a scripture, Ecclesiastes 5 verse 8. Read it. Those who know. But I mean, on the game, don't you and your fans feel happy? Don't you feel fulfilled about what happened yesterday? This is how to win games. This is how to win knockout games. Not what we were seeing in the past two knockout games. I mean, you win it fair and square, and then you feel fulfilled that you actually put in the effort to win it. Not when they're
Wow.
free.
So unfortunate. I don't know why. I mean, can you please hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We lost you. We lost you a bit.
Okay. I'm trying to. I was saying, as I was saying, don't you guys feel fulfilled about the fact that the match was won fair and square? Does that not like? Don't you feel some form of excitement and fulfillment in there? This is what football is supposed to be about: putting in the work, grinding out results that are deserved.
Why are you saying we? Why are you including me? Why are you saying we? Why are you saying we?
Oh, we all know where you stand. We know where you stand. We know you're a Messi fanboy.
I've said it on air that I just love football. I've been saying this and I just love the game. I just love football. That's simple as that. When Ronaldo won, I was here. So why are you saying that Messi won? I'm here and you are saying that I know where I stand. I've never declared where my affiliation is. I just love the game. It's as simple as that.
Ronaldo won. You didn't give any baby.
You really don't need to declare. Your actions will give you away. But that's for another day. Saying this is what we talk about when we ask for free and fair games. You want the game fair and square, and that is what you are supposed to do. But I don't think in the past, if these same metrics were gone by, I don't think Argentina would have made it this far, to be honest, because if decisions had gone against them, we would have been speaking about Argentina playing this game against England with some men having red cards. That's if they had gone by their same rules. But I mean, once it bets you, you pick it, you run with it, and then you show what you can do. And I mean, yesterday was a very good game from Argentina, I would say. As a fan of football, as I keep on saying, Argentina put in the work. Argentina showed the world why they are current champions and why they cannot be written off in any circumstance, because to come down from a go down around the 80th minute and win it within the same normal game time, it has to take some form of mental fortitude and discipline and some form of grit and passion to make sure that you still stay in the competition. I am just quite surprised at Thomas Tuchel, at what.
Wow.
The English, if this is the reason why the English FA appointed him, I just feel like it was a waste of time and a waste of opportunity, because they could have still had some other English managers do this same thing and even better. But then again, you go back to look at Thomas Tuchel after that Chelsea Champions League win, and you see that he has been on a decline. He's not the same Thomas Tuchel that we know, and I don't think he will ever get back to the same Thomas Tuchel that we know. So yeah, at the end of the day, England made it quite easy for Argentina to get the win. You look at the goals that were scored, and you questioned so many decisions. The constant substitution. I mean, it was a whole mess from Thomas Tuchel. He got it terribly wrong, and I think whatever comes to him by the English fans and the English media, I think he deserves it. And conversations have to be had about his resignation or his sacking, because it's quite warranted. Southgate did a better job, I think, even in terms of managing the squad, managing the sanity around the squad. But you look at this England team, and just in their last game, after winning, you have the whole debacle with Jude Bellingham. And that's also exposed one of the weaknesses about Thomas Tuchel that we've known. He's not one who knows how to manage the squad that he has and make sure that everybody is happy and in the right frame of mind. I don't think he's the manager that will take England, that should be in charge of this England team going forward. They need someone English, someone who understands the culture better, someone who understands the boys and can instill confidence in the boys, because this World Cup, even though they've scraped through to the semi-finals, it has been issues upon issues. The Jet Spence issue, the Bellingham issue. Even before the World Cup, you have the Trent-Arnold situation, even to Bellingham, I mean. And this is not someone who knows how to manage squads. And he's having issues with Leroy Sané and Sadio Mane whilst he was at Bayern Munich. At the end of the day, one had to leave. He had to leave, and I don't think he's in the right frame of mind to continue coaching. I think he should look for some job as maybe a technical director or something, because I think he's washed and he's done. Football is over him. And yeah, England played into the hands of Argentina, and Argentina were brilliant, to be honest. Lionel Messi was brilliant. Immediately I saw what he normally does in games. Whenever he realizes that they're on the back foot, Lionel Messi moves away from his trademark central number 10 position and takes up a spot on the wide side, mostly on the right. It starts whipping in crosses, and Lionel Messi is one of the few people you want to be against when he's passing the ball, because accuracy is nothing. It's nothing to him. And yesterday was really phenomenal and brilliant. And this is all we've been speaking about. If you have to win and you have to advance fair and squarely without any form of intervention or any form of bias from the referees. And yes, kudos to Argentina. It was a good job, and I congratulate and salute Lionel Messi for leading the team to this victory.
I like your honesty, but two quick questions, and then I'll let the rest of the guys continue the program in studio. One of the questions I'm going to throw at the guys in studio, but you mentioned that you believe that there could be equally good English managers who could have done better or even do what Thomas Tuchel has done at at the World Cup. Any manager in your mind at the moment? Can you call out any name of a manager? And also, do you think that the conversation about him leaving some key players out of the squad, because they had injury problems? I remember, I think before the Mexico game, he mentioned that Declan Rice has been on the bed, in bed for 3 days. He's not trained. He had the situation with Rich James' injury. Saka was at the World Cup, and yesterday he had no minutes. Do you really think that he had the selection really wrong? Because the issue of, Harry Maguire, Cole Palmer, Alexander Arnold. Do you really think that all their exit or their failure to win the World Cup is going to ignite or is going to emerge again, and that will be a focal point for the English FA to get rid of him after the tournament?
I think so, because you look at when you are preparing for a World Cup or a tournament of this magnitude, you would expect that you have all the different types of tools that you probably need just to be able to deal with any situation that happens in this case. What I mean by tools is you look at the Spain team and you see how complete they are. They have different types of players who can come in at different points in the game to affect it as and when needed. When you follow De La Fuente carefully throughout this tournament, in games where he felt the midfield battle was going to be, or the midfield opponents were going to be aggressive and very tough, he made sure that Pedri was nowhere close to the team. And then he plays Ruiz just to be able to
we'll try
that the opponents were like he had control.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I was saying, you look at De La Fuente, and in games where he felt like they were going to have a lot of control, he normally put in Pedri. But in games where he felt it was going to be a midfield battle, you have Brian Ruiz in there to deal with that. What Tuchel failed to do was to profile the best type of players available for all situations to take to the World Cup. Because yesterday, for example, when they went 1-0 down, when they went 1-0 up and they were defending, the signs were clear, they were there, it was on the wall. Argentina hits the bar twice. And you would have expected the game was screaming for players of Saka and Rashford's caliber to be able to pin Argentina back a bit. Then you needed someone who could control the game a bit in the like of Kobe Menu. But he just kept on taking off his offensive players and bringing on more defenders. And at the point, I asked myself, so what happens if Argentina equalizes? How are you going to set up this team full of defenders brought in? He didn't plan the squad well. And you look at one of the goal that they scored, it was through a beautiful crossing. Then again, there's one passer of the ball who I think is unmatched in world football at the moment, and that's Trent Arnold. Sometimes some players are not there to play 100% roles for you, but you just need them as your Swiss Army knife just for one particular job, and he's done. I think Trent Arnold in this setup would have hurt Argentina more because Argentina didn't have the height to deal with some of the English players, and especially when you look at Martinez and Molina, how they struggled in the first goal. You would have
we'll try. Surely, I mean, hopefully, one day we'll get back and then talk to us. His network is not helping, but I just believe the only thing that was left to him for him to address was that, if he has any name. Oh yeah, please proceed and.
Yeah. I was saying
the name of the man. Tomasuka.
Yeah. So I was saying if he had Rashford in there and he had a player of the caliber of Trent Alexander-Arnold who could pick a pass from 80, 90 yards, it would have pinned Argentina back a bit. It would have got them to think to not put all their men forward to try and get the goal, get a second goal. It would have pinned them back a bit, and that would have helped them at least even take it to the extra time. But unfortunately, Tuchel got it wrong, put so many defenders, couldn't set up. Then you look at the English contingent and who could replace Thomas Tuchel, and Eddie Howe has done a very fantastic job for Newcastle. After the takeover, they were looking for someone who could deal with the pressure of spending on high caliber players and making the team work. And over the past 4 or 5 years, he's shown that he can do it. He's qualified them to the Champions League several times. He knows how to handle boys who are close to stardom or are stars. And his team building and team bonding skills is quite good because you rarely find players go against him. Even when Isaac was looking to go out, Isaac always showed respect to Eddie Howe, except that whenever he had to make a statement, his statement was directed to the club and not to the coach. And in any way, he always showed that there was respect there for the coach. So I think Eddie Howe is a very good option to take them to the to lead England. Then you have Graham Potter. Many may not agree to it, but he has done a fantastic job at Sweden. This Swedish team was not good enough. They lost so many games, and they were nearly part of the teams that wouldn't have qualified to the World Cup. But he came in, and within 3-4 games, he turned things around, got them into the knockout phases, and got them to the World Cup. And even at the World Cup, he managed to get them to the R32. So you have Graham Potter over in that regard. And then you could look at the youth coaches of England, because when you look at England's youth setups, they've been achieving very high results when they go to tournaments, World Cup tournaments, Euros. I mean, they've won it a few times. So these are options that are available. I don't think the English managerial pool is quite short. They have a lot of names and a lot of people who can come in and do a very good job. Thomas Tuchel, I don't think is up to task.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. We'll see you on Saturday. We don't know what's going to happen, whether you're going to join us tomorrow. And before we see you on Saturday, nobody knows. But definitely one day we'll be back on your screen with a third place playoff game between France and then England. And he will definitely be on your screen later on. And on Sunday too, he'll be back as well. So, Wendell, thank you very much for your perspective. We'll catch you later, either tomorrow or Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you very much for making time to talk to us.
Thank you for having me, and let your fans know that but whatever they plan to come and do, it will not work. I'm a fan of football, and that's it. So I'll be watching keenly to hear what they have to say, and I'll have my bite on.
Nobody planned anything, nobody planned anything. What are you saying? Anyway, Wendell, thank you. Take care. See you soon. That's all. Definitely Wendell will be back on your screen on Saturday. That's Wendell sharing his thoughts on that particular game. Now, I was going to talk to Nana to get his remarks on the game that was played yesterday, and Wendell joined. Nana, good afternoon. Welcome once again.
Good afternoon.
You've heard what
for having me.
Wendell saying. We have what Ofei saying. You heard what Doris said.
Right.
Now it's time for you to give me your initial thoughts. Then we can go into details, talk about England, and then we'll do more talking points on Argentina. So, what did you make of the game yesterday?
Okay, so the game yesterday was actually building up from a point of rivalry, because we saw it started building up from way back 1966 when the English faced Argentina, and then the Argentine captain was sent off because he looked at the referee in a certain manner. And as at that time, they didn't have the red card or yellow card. So he was asked to walk off, and it took him about 7-8 minutes before he actually walked off the pitch. Right. So right after the World Cup, that's when the introduction of red card and yellow card came in. And then we come back to down all the way to 1982. Yeah. This wasn't football. This was political. They are actually fighting for a land, the English and then the Argentines. That's how come yesterday when you saw a banner that most of the players were holding. Exactly. So it's actually to tell the English that the Argentines actually conquered something, and it means something. Yeah. So now we come back to 19.
There is a video that I saw. One of the players quickly ran to take off that banner and just fold it and put it somewhere.
Yeah, because it has political implications.
Yeah. And so, I think, not to cut you, especially, I think Sky 2 reported that they could be sanctioned, and the sanction means they're going to be fined.
Good.
By FIFA.
Yeah. So it all goes down to the political awareness FIFA is trying to create to put football aside. Right. So to continue, in 1986, Maradona scored with the hand of God, and then when he was interviewed, he scored with his hand, and when he was interviewed, he said it was the hand of God, which actually infuriated the English media, infuriated them that you scored and then you're saying it's the hand of God. And I think 3-4 minutes down the line, he scored, I think, one of the most beautiful goals we've ever seen, taking on 6-7 players together with the keeper to score. We come down to 1998, where I think in the quarterfinal or group stages, where David Beckham, Diego Simeone poked David Beckham, and then David Beckham hit him, and then David Beckham was shown a red card. David Beckham was actually, he became a victim, he became a villain in his nation, where they printed banners and papers writing stories again. You know the English media and how they react to things. David Beckham became a villain. So now, right after that, the 2002 World Cup, England, Argentina again, David Beckham scored the only goal, the penalty, where he was vindicated. So it's been back to back to back to back. And then I think their last game prior to yesterday's game was, I think, in 2005, where Lionel Messi missed it because his first game against Hungary, he got a red card. So he missed the game against England, and England won 3-2. So now coming into the game, the game was fiery. It was a fierce contest. You've heard the English media talk about the Argentines. We didn't. I don't think we know. We understand Spanish, so we didn't hear more from the Argentine, because the English media they actually cover more of the media space. So coming into the game, it was more about passion. It was more about proving a point. It was more about who is the better team. And we could even see in the national anthem, you could hear the English fans singing the national anthem. And when it got to the turn of the Argentine, you could hear the English fans booing the Argentina national anthem, until the Argentines also took over. And you could see, I've never seen Messi and then the whole Argentine 11 sing the national anthem with such passion. The last time I saw a team like that was the Italians. We can always talk about the Italians. They sing it with passion. So the Argentines were fired up. One thing, coming into the game, one thing Scaloni did very well was the Argentines were going to ride on experience, and then the English rode on emotions. The Argentines were there to poke the English for them to be fouled. So the introduction of Simeone was not out of place, was on purpose, was purposefully made to poke the English, because you could see that's not Simeone's style of play. Where he's using his head, they are going in as early as the first minute, 23 seconds. Leandro Paredes, Bellingham had passed the ball, but he actually pushed him. You saw Alexis McAllister with dirty and dark style of play.
On Anderson, and later on we saw Enzo Fernandez on
good. To get on the nerves of the English, which the English managed perfectly. Because they realized that the Argentines were going to get on our nerves. So one thing the English did that actually hurt them was they didn't want to hold much of the ball. Because in the first half we saw that when the threats came in, we saw that the English had more threats, in as much as they were not playing much shot, because they had the ball, they controlled the ball. And then one thing they didn't learn coming into this game, where Cape Verde gave them the imprint, Switzerland gave them the print, Egypt gave them the print. In as much as these teams lost, Cape Verde took Argentina to the
extra time.
Because they came to play the ball. They didn't sit deep for Argentina to press them. Egypt played one-on-one with Argentina until Hussein Hassan got substituted. The only player who could hold the ball got substituted, and then Argentina came back into the game. Switzerland, save for Switzerland. Switzerland was playing Argentina man for man until Brian Mbolo decided to act funny, and then he was red carded. So you find that all these teams came to play. England came to play football until they got the goal. And right after getting the goal, they got into their shelf. Now, the thing that might have hurt Argentina was when England, my brother Wendell mentioned it, if they had a marksman up front. The substitution of Anthony Gordon as early as the 61st minute, before the second water break. You took Anthony Gordon out, and then you introduced Ezri Konsa. So now automatically you are playing a 5-back. So it's a 5-4-1.
Yeah, that's what O'Reilly communicated to them.
Even before O'Reilly came in. So it became, technically, it's a 5-4-1, where you have 3 central defenders, Rich James on the right, and then Jack Spence on the left. So you come into the midfield, you have Rice, Anderson, Morgan Rogers, and then Jude, and then you have
Harry Kane
up front. Now let me not go into the Argentine, because we'll talk about the Argentines later. So now I'm concentrating on the English. You came technically to defend, and one thing the Argentines will hurt you on is when you try to defend them, because now you have given them room to play. Secondly, your next substitution was to take Declan Rice out and then take Reece James out. I can understand that Reece James was injured.
Yeah, got injured. Yeah.
So you take Declan Rice out and Reece James out. And who are you introducing? You're not introducing Kobe Menu. Jordan Henderson is injured. Fine, we can't have him again. But you're not introducing Kobe Menu. You're introducing Dan Burn.
Yeah.
And then you're introducing what's the name?
O'Reilly.
Nico O'Reilly, I think, is understandable because we thought Jet Spence will go to the right and then Nico O'Reilly will come. But Jet Spence stayed on the left, Nico O'Reilly stayed on the left, meaning Ezri Konsa was rather going to the right, and then Dan Burn sits in the middle of John Stones and Mark Guehi, because Dan Burn was going to stop the crosses. So when Dan Burn was coming in, if you could read the lips, he said, "Stop the crosses." That's what Thomas Tuchel actually gave him the instruction. I don't know if you actually, because I watched the game again, he said, "Stop the crosses." And Thomas Tuchel, to stop the crosses, you don't stop the crosses by defending. You stop the crosses by stopping the crosses, introducing a marksman who will stop the crosses. Because Lionel Messi's Montiel coming in helped Lionel Messi a lot.
Because you could see that on that left side, they were overloading that place.
Good. We'll get to the Argentine setup.
Sure.
Lionel Messi in the midfield wasn't brilliant in there because the English were being passive. They were marking him passively.
Exactly.
We didn't have a man on him. You could see Elliot Anderson on him at a point. You could see Jude Bellingham on him at a point. You could see Declan Rice on him. At a point, you could even see Morgan Rogers on him. So they didn't even have a direct man marking Lionel Messi in the middle. So it was very effective there. So to stop the crosses, you come out and then defend the cross. Do not sit back to defend. That's what Tuchel got wrong. Now, you waited for Argentina to equalize. The Argentines equalized, fine. After Argentina equalizing, why don't you bring on a marksman? You sat in deep for them to score the winning goal. And then with 4 minutes left, that's when you bring on Ivan Toney and then Marcus Rashford for them to do what? You had the likes of Kobe Menu, who would like to have the ball, because whenever England had the ball, they caused problems with they caused problems for the Argentines because the Argentines didn't have the leg to run in. And then with their first goal, Harry Kane, he knew that he wasn't having the services in there. He came back. He started from a goal kick. Jordan Pickford passed the ball to Guehi to Pickford to Stones. Stones giving the ball to James, and then James, Harry Kane and Elliot were free. So there was a big space in the middle. James played the ball into the middle perfectly. What does Harry Kane do? Raises his head, floats the ball in there, and then it's left with Martinez. Christian Romero was caught in between whether to follow Harry Kane or sit in deep. So before he realized Harry Kane had floated the ball, so he had to run back. So it was Tagliafico, Martinez, and then Montiel defending. Martinez clears the ball, but he couldn't clear it good, and then Declan Rice gets the ball. Very brilliant for Morgan Rogers. Plays the ball into the space where Anthony Gordon was attacking. The only time Montiel saw Gordon was when Montiel was on the line of the 18-yard box, when he turned to see where, before he realized Anthony Gordon has scored the goal. John Terry said something that whenever the striker sees your jersey number, you are doomed. Because whatever is happening, he's moving behind you, you can't see. So it's better you see the strikers jersey number. That's what John Terry said quite a few years ago, and I understand. We all saw it yesterday, because Anthony Gordon had a view of the ball and then where Montiel's Molina's movement will be. So that's how come the goal came. And when the goal came, what do you do as a specialist, as a coach who have been brought into this English setup to redeem them, because they've played the semi-final. This is not the first time they've played the semi-final. They've played the semi-final on several times. You decide to sit back, and then now let me end with this. When we look at the Argentine setup and then the English setup, out of 26 players called to this World Cup, it was only 8 of them for the English setup. Only 8 of them played in the 2022 World Cup, and then out of the 8, 5 have been starters. Jordan Henderson has not been a starter. Bukayo Saka has not been a starter. And then Marcus Rashford has not been a starter. So there's this pact in the English side. the Argentine side, 18 out of the 26 players were called to this 2020.
Like the starting 11 are still in there.
Good. So the starting 11 is intact. The starting 11 who played 2022 are the same playing 2026. You might give it a word for, I think, Nicolas Tagliafico, who will be substituted and brought. But it's the exact starting 11. Otamendi, you can have a shout for Otamendi. Otamendi started the 20, and then Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah.
But it's the exact starting 11. Yeah. So there's a pact, there's a brotherhood, there's these wolves who are fighting together. Thomas Tuchel, you had the chance to call in good players.
Yeah.
Phil Foden would have been a better player in this game.
The argument was that he didn't have a good season with Manchester City.
Listen, it doesn't. John Stones didn't have a good season with Manchester City, but you called him.
Exactly.
It doesn't take a player to have a good season to call him into the national team, because you know that whenever Phil Foden wears the national team jersey and he's not playing on the wings but plays centrally, he produces results.
Yeah.
But when he's playing on the wings, that's where the English media get, and then that's where he's not effective.
It's more of like he's limited.
Good, he's actually limited. But when you play him centrally, he
functions.
Good, he functions where he knows when to work in tight spaces. You didn't call Phil Foden, who went to the 2022 World Cup. You didn't call Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer didn't go to the 2022 but Cole Palmer is a very good shout. Sure. You didn't call Trent Alexander-Arnold. You had defensive issues with the right back. Kwanzaa had a red card, so you lacked people at the right side. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold is not the player to play only right back.
Exactly.
He can play offensively. He can play on the wings as an attacking player. And then on set pieces, he's very dangerous.
Yes.
You see, the only time the English floated the ball resulted to the goal.
Yeah.
We'll come to the Argentine side, so I'm not concentrate more on the Argentine side. Thomas Tuchel had his selection wrong. He felt he was a man, he had too much ego. Let's address it. He had too much ego, which came to bite him. Because I would say that throughout the games England have played, they've not been exceptional. We can say it. They've not been exceptional. At a point, they've had to grind out results. With Norway like this, they had to go to extra time. At a point that the Norwegians had given up. Yeah. Even Yago had to hit the camera and then come down. Yeah. So the English have actually not been exceptional in this tournament. Neither has the Argentines. But the Argentines, when they get to after the second water break, they shift to gear 2.
Great. And I said a lot. We'll hear from 1L and then Frimpong as well. They have a lot to also say with regards to Thomas Tuchel and what he did and how the win slipped off from his hands. Let me come back to you. Now I said a lot where the English had it wrong and all that, and they lost the game. Could have Thomas Tuchel done better than what he did, especially in the second half? But Nana mentioned that maybe Nana believes that he thinks that Thomas Tuchel had his starting 11 wrong. I think
no. He had a starting 11 perfectly.
But
substitutions.
Okay, fine. Thanks very much. So Nana believes that the starting 11 was okay.
Yeah.
I have my own doubt. I was surprised to see Morgan Rogers in there.
He gave the assist.
Fair. Yeah. But then the point is, could have Thomas Tuchel done better than what we saw him do yesterday?
His in-game management was poor. I told you earlier, but great stuff from Nana. Nana has made excellent points about England and Thomas Tuchel. Look, Thomas Tuchel was appointed for games like this because according to some people in England, Gary Southgate is not a world-class manager. When he meets these big teams, he fumbles. So then they are going for a world-class manager. Then Thomas Tuchel comes in. England have struggled, but you grind results.
Right.
You are the semi-final. All you need to do is to win. Surprisingly, for me, I understand the Rogers rule. He's not a wide player, but he's going to help Elliot Anderson and also Declan Rice anytime that they are defending.
Okay.
But when they are on the offensive side of play, it's very simple. Get the ball into the box, because we know.
And that's what he said after the game. There are millions of coaches who know it's better after a defeat. It was not a problem of structure. The match just changed completely. We'll talk about the structure, but you address this. And then we'll talk about the structure, whether he had it wrong or right.
He has ego. He has pride.
The match changed completely. How did it change? It changed from your side when you made those substitutions. How do you bring on Ezra Konsa when Anthony Gordon was, after that he's got a goal, so now he has the momentum and he has his rhythm on his side? Because look, you've watched Argentina's game against Cape Verde and Egypt.
Yeah.
The moment that you allow Argentina into the game, they are going to punish you. How is England scoring the first goal in the 56th minute? Then all of a sudden, they retreat and then they are defended. I've never seen England play like that.
Yeah.
Even Gary Southgate would never do that.
I don't think we saw that under Southgate.
We never saw that under
I don't
Southgate.
recall.
So if Thomas Tuchel is a top-class manager, how do you now, in the 70th minute, bring on Ezri Konsa, then you change Anthony Gordon to defend at that moment?
Neil will share some numbers with us and send the momentum of the game, how it went, based on what Nana has said and what Ofeto is saying. Hopefully, before Doris comes in, we'll have that numbers and then some graphics on your screen. Yeah.
Look, this is simple tactics play. All you need to do is to hold on to the ball and make sure that you also frustrate Argentina because now you are leading. Do you have players who can do that? Yes. Colombian was excellent. That is why Thomas Tuchel, you called him because he just played from January.
Exactly.
He didn't play the whole
just brilliant. He
was just brilliant. He started playing in January.
True.
Because Ruben Amorim was not playing.
Yeah.
You called him because you trusted him and you know how good he is.
Yeah.
So you have somebody.
So this is the momentum of the game, Nana. And this is the momentum. In the first half, it was more of like fair.
Good. It was fair. You see,
but look at the second half after the hydration break.
Good.
From the 75th minute
to
the 90th minute when the second
so the
goal
red
was
line
scored.
is for England.
No.
So the red line is for England, or the red more of like graphic is for England, and then the blue is for Argentina.
Yeah. So Simon, this is actually the second half.
Exactly.
So you see, when the English had the ball, you couldn't see anything of the Argentines.
Exactly.
And then they scored the goal.
Sure.
Yeah. And then from the 57th minute to
the 90th minute.
Second minute.
Yeah.
That's when they scored and equalized. You could see that the English played 12%.
Yeah.
The Argentines had match possession as 88%. And you could see when the Argentines effected their substitutions.
Exactly.
Perfectly on time.
Yeah.
He took out. You will come to the Argentine side.
We'll come to the Argentine side.
But sorry.
But I just wanted to point out something to Ofe. Look at the English attack. Nothing. They lost the momentum right after scoring.
And when they scored, England was better.
Exactly. Before they even scored.
the goal scored,
Exactly. Because I think 2 minutes after scoring, they had another chance where Harry Kane wanted to flick the ball. He couldn't flick it well.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes after scoring, they could have scored the second.
Goal.
You still had momentum. Yeah. Why do you give momentum to Argentines?
Right. So I was very surprised when all of a sudden I started retreating and then going back to defense. I was like, what's going on? Because we've talked about how the African teams have been poor and this is what they do.
Yeah.
But this is England.
Yeah.
You're part of the top 5 best teams in the world. How do you defend against Argentina? Because look, Argentina do not have white players in this tournament.
Yeah, sure.
So
all you consistently spoken about.
So all they do is that they start the play from Lionel Messi. He's the orchestrator of this team. So the Messi realized something. Look, now they've bought the midfield. The midfield is overloaded. So let me go to the wide side and start in the cross.
Yeah.
This is where I love what Lionel Scaloni did. Let's bring on Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah.
Let's bring on many of the guys to go into. Then they introduce Nico Gonzalez.
Exactly.
Going to the wide side.
Yeah, to also bring in more crosses.
Also will be in there. And Messi's cross is pinpoint. So what do you do, Thomas Tuchel? This is simple, basic. Just do a double man marking on Lionel Messi. Make sure the crosses do not come.
Yeah, from his side.
Messi was on the one side. And when you watch the first goal, it was shocking. Look, all the English players were in
the 18-yard box
defending.
Yeah.
And then Messi had a lot of room to even approach the ball and give the ball to Enzo Fernandez, who had free space to shoot and score. You don't do that against Argentina because look, we saw how when they were playing against Argentina in the first half, 50-50 ball possession, they were very good than even Argentina.
True.
Man marking, they were very good.
Yeah.
They press so high. So then why do you score and then you retreat? And look at the second goal, very poor tactics. When I saw him bringing on Dan Ben, then okay, now the pressure, the momentum of the game has changed. Okay, so now more of the crosses are coming. You need to stop the crosses. Dan Ben is supposed to be at the place of where John Stones is because the cross were going to the far post. But if you watch the game well, when he came, he was at the left center back, where the crosses were not coming to that point. He was supposed to be at the far post. So when you watch Lautaro Martinez go, it was John Stones who was at that point who missed it.
The header.
Dan Ben is supposed to be there.
Sure.
But it may interest you to know that Dan Ben wasn't even close to where Maguire.
No, they were all focusing on Messi. They were all focusing on him.
Why I'm saying that if he's there, if they read the game and say, look, Dan Ben, you need to stop. When the crosses are coming, you have the height and you can clear it.
Yeah.
Before even they equalize.
But then were you surprised? Because in terms of height, Johnson is taller than Lautaro Martinez.
Look, I've always told you that John Stones is not my type of defender. I've always said he's made a lot of mistakes for England. When you watch the 2018 World Cup against Croatia, he did a shadow marking for this guy, Mandzukic to score the goal. he always doesn't track his attackers or his runners. His man marking is very poor. So he's a defender I really don't like him. Full of mistakes, John Stones. That is why Pep Guardiola inverted him into the middle of the pitch. Right. That's why he was so good. But a player centre back, he has a lot of mistakes that he mostly does. This game, now you brought on Dan Ben, Thomas Tuchel. If he's going to avoid the crosses, because he has the height advantage, he's supposed to be at the far post. Because before even Argentina scored, McAllister had a header.
Yeah.
That hit the post.
Yeah, that's he struck the post. Yeah.
It was at the far post when Messi made that cross.
Sure.
So that means that he needs to go there because that is where the balls are coming to. Look, all the blame is to Thomas Tuchel. If I was the FA, they need to sack him.
We'll talk about the FA and what if they have a decision to make anyway.
They need to sack him because look, if he's in there for games like this.
Yeah. But don't forget also that he extended his contract until 2028. Yeah. And in his contract there are performance clauses as well.
You asked Wendell a very good question about the managers in England that they could even hire if they sacked Thomas Tuchel. Lee Carsley, the
U20
coach is the best.
But Lee Carsley is now with United, right?
No, he's not with, he's still.
It's Steve Holland, right?
Steve Holland.
Yeah, Steve Holland.
Lee Carsley is the best. I mean, he's won the under-21 European Championship for England.
Yeah. And I think
it's historical. Back to back.
Most of these players who played under him and the
him
U20.
Over there.
Yeah,
2023, he won in 2025. It has never happened in English football.
Yeah.
We've seen Delo Fuente. He won it for Spain.
Yep.
And look at what he's doing. With the Spanish national team.
Okay, so you are suggesting that if the English FA decide to part ways with Thomas Tuchel, Lee Carsley would be the best
when
option
it comes to
for
international tournament. He has experience.
Exactly.
He has won it, so he understands this European football. Don't forget that when it comes to the youth system in Europe, Spain is there.
Yeah.
France is there. But in the last two editions, it is England that has won it in 2025.
True.
So how is Lee Carsley doing it?
Okay.
He's one of the best.
Okay. That's affair. People have a lot of things to say. Now let's talk to or let's hear from Doris. Doris. Nana has said a lot, same as affair. But where do you stand? Because it looks like everybody is blaming Thomas Tuchel, and he went to the press yesterday and mentioned that he takes the responsibility. It is on him. And you look at the statistics. So this is what I was trying to talk to you about. And you make a reference to the momentum. After Gordon scored, right? They had only 12% in possession. And that is this is 55th minute. 50 minute. No, the goals were scored in 55th minute. And from then up to the 90th minute.
Crazy.
This is disaster. Doris, this is this is unacceptable
from an experience.
And exactly with the quality of players that in this England team they have. And especially for Thomas Tuchel to go and face the media and say, I have selected the best balanced squad.
Southgate won't do this.
Doris, where do you stand? Where do you stand? It looks like, listen, on a more serious note, like what Affair said, I never saw this under Gary Southgate.
Sure.
They lost to Italy. They rose back to back. Yeah. We saw them collapsing in the World Cup semi-finals.
Yes.
But they never played like this.
Sammy, so, I've always, anytime I make my submission, I make it broad and clear. I always say something that football is won on and off the pitch.
Right.
Before the game itself, when they were doing their press conference, a journalist asked Thomas Tuchel that Messi has been like the tool for Argentina in all their games. So how is he going? Is he going to assign anybody to man mark him? Immediately, he gave the answer that yes, he's going to, assign someone to man mark him. And I felt bad that you've already conceded a defeat by saying that. What most managers do that I think they get it wrong is they don't play, they go to play Messi, but they don't go and play Argentina. Scaloni, sometimes he becomes emotional when they are winning and it's true Messi. Scaloni had played when Scaloni was making his way out of the Argentina team as a player. That was when Messi made his first debut for Argentina. And so that emotional bond is there, that having a player who couldn't do something at your time for you, but now he's doing it under your instruction. And it's not just any player, the greatest of all time. You get what I'm saying? Doing something like this for you. So it means a lot to him. He's getting the results. I don't know if you get the scenario that I'm trying to create. You cannot man-mark Messi. One thing that Messi, I'm saying that if Messi wants to become a coach, it will be another thing altogether, because he knows how to read games, even from the dugout. The substitutions that coaches, his opponents will do, then he will come into the game very well. And so if you notice, Messi sometimes at the point of the game starts shooting personally by himself. He draws back to give room to his other teammates to see what they are trying to do. So when he does that and then he moves to the right wing, Messi has never played in the right wing as he's doing in this tournament. And I mean, he's doing that with his weak foot. Messi always rose in the central spaces. After this guy came on, Dan Ben, and Messi tried to, see what Enzo Fernandez was doing. Before Messi makes any move, he takes a look at what his teammates are trying to do. As I said, you saw Enzo Fernandez doing the long balls. It was being cleared. One was cleared by the goalkeeper, and then one, I think, hits the post. He noticed Molina was doing the crosses, but it was being cleared because he didn't really know how to do it well. Messi looked at all those things. So it got to a point, if you realize when the ball is with the Argentine players, when Messi go closer to it, they leave the ball for Messi to arrange the ball. And so Messi takes himself out from the shooting possession and try to work. That is that is where I stand. When you tell me Messi is the greatest of all time, I salute you, because he's a ball player, he's a ball maker, and he does it very well. Look at all the games that they won in their extra time. Who was the main, who played that pivotal role?
He orchestrated everything.
He stopped the shooting against Cape Verde. Most of his shootings he was cleared out by the Vozina. What did he do? He came back, and what makes it more dangerous is if the ball is at the right wing, heading towards the corner, the corner side, or the left wing. When it's at the right wing, it's more dangerous because they've always made sure they have an in swinger and an out swinger. But this time around, Messi knows that definitely the technical team of the English team, they've noticed that's how come they are bringing tall people to, they are doing that arrangement. So then what did he do? He tried to move the ball into playing motion. When the player moves the ball into playing motion, the defenders are supposed to come out and press. But he did that and he noticed that they are not coming out to come and press Enzo. So that led to the equalizer. He killed it. And so I'm saying Messi reached the game from the dugout. When the coaches make their substitution, he stands out. He doesn't shoot anymore. He sees the arrangement of each players, and then he then comes into come and play the game for the Argentine team. And so Thomas Tuchel lost the game when he said he wanted someone to man mark him. You cannot do that. Messi is not a Harry Kane. Even Harry Kane, he was taken out in Ghana's game by Thomas Partey. We saw how we used Jerome Opoku to clear most of the long bosses that they were doing. If he wanted to do that, how was Jerome Opoku doing that thing? He was mostly behind Gideon Mensah. And so I'm saying that Thomas learned, but he didn't know how to execute it because the players themselves were not in that right. They are not known to that thing.
Do you think his players let him down?
No.
He just got it wrong.
He just got it wrong because when you are doing that, even have an outlet that when the ball goes wide, they would pick up the ball and create something up front for you. You didn't have all those people there. You can't tell Jude Bellingham to come and defend for you. Jude Bellingham should come and defend for you forwards.
That's fine. But what do you stand? Should he go? I mean,
he should go.
You think he should go?
He should go. Me, I hate coaches who don't know how to use the right resources. And when you have, what did I say about Papetiao?
Yeah, sure.
He doesn't know how to use.
But any manager, Wandel believes that he called out two managers, Eddie Howe, Graham Potter.
For me,
Ofe believes that he should give it to Lee Carsley. What you start?
Yes, it's either Lee Carsley or if they can hold on, Pep is out from how do you call it? He said he wants to rest, but he won't rest. We've seen a club doing it.
Yeah.
So
They can
he will know how to use this England talent, and they can easily take the World Cup.
Okay. Well, I mean, briefly. Then we'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll do social media, and then we can focus on Argentina. But where do you stand? You think Thomas Tuchel?
I think
2020, even though he extended his contract, but from what you watched yesterday, you think he should go, and when he leaves, who should be the right manager to replace him?
I think it takes a fool not to learn. It's only a fool who doesn't learn, and I think they should give him the opportunity going into the next.
Yeah, sure.
tournament.
I think the Euros. I mean, qualifiers.
The Euros, there's a Nations League and then there's the Euros. So it takes a fool not to learn. So I think they should just give him room to see where he got wrong.
But if the FA decide to sack him,
sack him, I think I'm with Wendell, where we have the likes of Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe would do a very good job. But Ofe mentioned something brilliant that Lee Carsley will also do a very brilliant job.
Yeah.
And then my sister here mentioned Pep Guardiola. That would be something awesome, because Pep Guardiola has actually spent 10 years in England.
Exactly.
He's developed the league. Yeah. He's developed the league.
Exactly.
He's developed young players.
Exactly.
He's played with.
You know how to use Phil Foden and.
He's played with experienced players. He's played with youthful exuberance. So, and then he knows man management. He knows how to manage the game. He knows how to manage emotions. So if the English are able to pay Pep Guardiola's salary and they get him, I think.
I mean, they can do it, isn't it? They are good. They are capable.
Imagine
I'm sorry
Pep Guardiola playing Argentina yesterday.
Because the English are very close.
Yeah, very, very close.
Before the appointment of Thomas Tuchel, there were rumors about Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
But I'm also hearing that the Italian national team also wants
him.
So if
and it is because some of the Italian now, there have been some changes within their hierarchy, and now former players have started going in there, and most of them played with him. So based on relationship, they want to bring him in.
So if the Italians are able to get
Win
Pep,
him,
and then PSG let go of Enrique.
They should go for
be the best.
Yes.
That would be a perfect calculation. Right. So you're still watching the Global Kickoff here on WoezorTV. I'm in studio with Ofe, Doris, and Nena. We just discussed England and where they had it wrong. Let's do a quick time. When we come back, we'll do social media reaction, and then we'll focus on Argentina, and then we activate our phone lines, and you watching us also can join us. But remember, the show is interactive, and so today we'll make time to read some messages on our console. So send us your WhatsApp messages of what you made of the game that was played yesterday. Let's do a quick turnaround. When we'll come back, we continue the program.
Ghana for the second World Cup running, the only Africans left standing.
What's getting another good one? We could take close to 200 doctors. Oh, Piazza Nampi, challenge today, we jackpot day. We did live.
He's in the area. He's gone.
Oh,
it's the Lucky World Cup Sikapuduo promo. Every 11th June, Kosi 31st July 2026. Play and win your share of the 1 million Ghana City jackpot with a minimum stake of just 10 Ghana Cities. 20 lucky customers go win their share of the 20,000 Ghana Cities daily jackpot. Top 10 agents go chop bonus every weekend. Trying to Lucky app, Lucky website. Agent to ana dial *288#. Lucky World Cup Sikapuduo. Kitty one the tickets, yeah.
Auntie, one man no chopo. Blow beard your mama.
Terms and conditions apply. Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18. Licensed and regulated by the NLA.
Lucky. Play small, win big.
The world's biggest football festival is here, and Ghana is watching together. This June, the Ghana TV Consortium brings you the FIFA World Cup 2026 live and free to air on GTV, Joy Prime, GTV Sports Plus, Adum TV, WoezorTV, Metro TV, UTV, Original TV, Garden City TV, Obono TV, GH1 TV, Ago TV, Onia TV, TV3, Max TV, and Sporty TV. 3 host countries, 48 teams, 1 unforgettable tournament. Follow every moment of the Ghana Black Stars journey, every rivalry, every goal, and every celebration. Enjoy crystal clear high-definition broadcast with expert local analysis and the passion only Ghanaian broadcasters can deliver. From the opening whistle to the crowning of champions, your football home is right here. The FIFA World Cup 2026. One nation, one consortium. Ghana TV Consortium, bringing you the best of the World Cup. Brought to you by Sportybet, Star Oil, MTN, Pepsodent, Kivo, Polytech, Lavance Tomato Mix, and Heaven Insecticide Spray.
You're still watching the Global Kickoff here on WoezorTV. We've discussed England and where they had it wrong. Remember, the show is interactive. Do send us your message on our WhatsApp line. And like I said at the latter part of the program, we'll activate the phone lines and then you can join us. Before we discuss Argentina, let's do some social media reaction right about now, which is proudly brought to us by World Cup Sikapuno promo. Always making it possible for us to bring you some social media reaction. And they have a simple message that in the World Cup season, watch good football and win extra cash. Just place 10 cedis, buy a minimum lotto ticket for just 10 Ghana cedis, and you can be part of the 20 lucky people to win 1,000 Ghana cedis from the 11th of June to 31st of July 2026, and there is a 32k weekly jackpot for the best top selling agent as well. The winner selection will always happen in our studio during our 8:30 live draws. Terms and conditions apply. You can equally play your favorites Wool Like 588 games via the short code *288#, or you can equally play from our website www.woollikey.com, or you can equally get closer to your agent in kiosk and stake it and ensure your phone numbers are captured by the agent on your lotto ticket. We like World Cup Sikapuro promo, one man no chop. Thank you very much for always helping us to bring you some reaction. All right, about now, let's go through some reactions, and then after that, we'll focus on Argentina. Let's bring you some social media reaction right about now. Okay, this one says that Argentina is proof that karma doesn't exist and bad people get away with a lot of evil things. Brutal. Okay, sitting back to defend for those last 10 minutes was huge mistake by Thomas Tuchel. Once Gordon came off, like Ofer said, there was no longer any threat to the Argentine defense, and England totally lost control of the game. Huge chance missed. Okay, Henry Winter, formerly of the Times, writes and says that the genius of Messi, what vision, what delivery, great-headed from Lautaro Martinez, but that was all about the ball from Messi. Inevitable question over Tuchel subs, tried to shut up, shop and failed. Hi, Henry Winter. Okay, 4 centre-backs in the box. Stones concert Ben Gehi. Yet it's Lautaro who reaches the ball and scores. The usual error of thinking that's just because you field more defenders than you are going to defend better. Then you are going to defend better. Okay. Okay. Let's do some. Okay. Heruita says again, good luck to the great Lionel Messi and Argentina in the World Cup final. Good luck to Thomas Tuchel trying to explain those defensive, expensive subs. Hey, Henry.
They're actually expensive subs.
Okay, this one says that in England, you guys had your chances. After scoring first, why switch to defending for the rest of the game? And why wait until now to bring Rashford on? Omo, I am so pissed. Omo, you will be pissed. Let's go on. Okay, we just read this one. Okay, this one says that England just sat back and invited crosses after crosses and long shots. The entire Argentina team was in England half. Yes, that's what we show you the graphic. The punishment was always coming. Tactics. Okay. This one says that when will managers learn that shoring up a defense and trying to hold on to lead? Okay, okay. All right. People
You can't read that video.
I can't read those things. Okay. This one says that watching England game, you can see why Messi never went to the Premier League, always seeking protection. Ronaldo is way better than that fraud.
Charlie, it's so unnecessary. Messi not going to the Premier League.
Sure.
You think he couldn't prove himself in the Premier League?
You know. Charlie. Okay. This one says I don't think anyone could rival Southgate for mismanaging a huge game. Well done, Tuchel. You absolutely bottled it. Sat back like cowards and invited pressure from a team with Messi in it, with 40 minutes still left to play. Got exactly what we deserved. Okay. This one says that of all the recent England exits, I think that one will be the most on the manager. Okay. 2018, the team was rubbish. 2020-21 on manager, 22 unlucky.
Sorry, Sammy. How is 2020-21 on manager? It went to a penalty shootout.
How is that on manager?
24 Spain better. 26 on the manager, but worse. Okay, I'm going to have nightmares about Konsa crossing the ball tonight.
Yeah, all his crosses were poor.
Even his throws.
Because it throws.
You know,
okay. England joins the long list of teams who have been robbed by Argentina. Are you sure?
Messi was clearly offside before. Are you serious?
He came back to arrange himself.
Are you serious?
That thing, if you don't, I thought it was
never offside.
He was in the offside position when the ball moved.
But the point is,
a video that shows that Messi was onside or offside.
He was offside without the ball.
The point is,
it was without the ball.
He was clearly onside.
The point is that when he took in the corner, he kept a bit long. In there. But whilst they were doing the build-up, he came back and he fell in line.
Yes.
The argument is that they were not playback. But you said you watched the game. You've really watched the game. So, but they were playbacks, isn't it?
Good. They were playbacks. And then listen.
Did they show that?
And if you
are talking about the semi-automated line.
Sure.
But what FIFA does is that if the player who scored the goal is not involved in the offside, they don't show the semi-automated.
That's
if the player who scores the goal is involved in it, that's when they show the semi-automated.
Exactly.
That's a great explanation. And even with the Messi one, the goal, there's another. I mean, if you had the summarizer and the Townsend mentioned that when the goal was scored, he felt it was an offside.
Yeah.
But after the replay, he himself admitted on air that no, I'm wrong. It's not an offside.
There's nothing like an offside.
Where I think they are still holding on to the offside thing was because Messi was in the offside position when the ball was coming towards him. So you see, normally they say that when you do the movement before the ball comes is off.
Okay.
But with this, he wasn't in line, and Lautaro was onside.
Okay. Let's do some more reaction. Okay. This one says that we just read this one. Let's do more.
She's actually a Madrid fan. Madrid pet.
Enzo has always been different gravy for Argentina. He turns into an absolute beast every time he puts on that shirt. The Argentines, what goes through the system?
This is where I get things wrong.
Enzo Fernandez's performance against England proved he's one of the best midfielders in the world. He can do everything at a high level while still delivering vital goals in the biggest games. Okay. This one says that Thomas Tuchel choosing to sit back and defend a one-goal against Argentina is a bit suspicious. Perhaps he's a Messi fan.
Yeah.
Me say, Sammy,
Yes.
if England had scored 2 even one, you were desperately defending. If they had scored 2,
they will leave the ball for them.
the referee to close the game. You will just move from the dugout.
If we have more, I don't know if we still do have more. Okay, there are some messages here on our WhatsApp. This came through from the WhatsApp. Hello, I'm Robert from Kaswa. Messi is okay. Apapun the GOAT, while Ronaldo is, okay, no, hold on. Messi is Apapun, right? And he's GOAT, while Ronaldo is GOAT Aponchi. Messi all the way. Hey, Charlie. Okay, this one says that, hey, man, be careful there. Okay, so this one says that, so all these Bible quotes of for Messi, bruh, hey. I didn't mention anybody's name.
I didn't mention anybody's name.
Okay, now let's okay. This one says that Brazil went into the World Cup with Joao Pedro, without Joao Pedro. They didn't make the final. England went without Cole Palmer. They didn't make the final. Argentina went with Enzo, and now they are in the World Cup final. Oh my brother, why
no.
But how can you make this submission?
That's his argument.
This one
says that there's uncoming. This one says that sometimes when you have to ask yourself, the team that deserved to go out against Egypt is now in the final. Corruption, shame on FIFA. Morals and ethics are taking a back seat in our life. Only thing that matters is winning. Okay. Okay. This one says that we stuck with Southgate for too long because he got far. Even though we should have gotten further. England brought Tuchel in to do what Southgate couldn't do. Instead, he just repeated Southgate's mistakes. Absolutely awful. I think he has a point in there.
Sammy, what they are saying about 100%. Enzo, I 100% like buy that. Enzo was playing at Benfica.
Yeah.
After before the 2022 World Cup.
Yes. He moved there 6 months before the World Cup. See, he moved there 6 months before the World Cup, 2022 World Cup.
And what happened? They won the World Cup.
Yeah, he joined and he won.
This tournament, who gave the goal, how do you call it? The winning goal to Argentina against Egypt?
Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah.
And in this game, when Argentina wanted to find their feet in, like to come back into the game, who was making that like crosses? Who was trying to hit that long? So sometimes that is when we praise Toni Kroos for like this kind of things, right. Moderate for this kind of thing. And all these people are midfielders, okay. So he should take that.
Thank you. We discussed England a while ago, but I mean just a few numbers. I just want to call out something, and then we can focus on Argentina. Now it will surprise you guys that the entire England team combined completed 7 successful dribbles. That was only 7. 7.
It quite surprises me.
To the 90 minutes, only 7.
No, it quite surprises me Saka didn't play this game.
No, Saka is not fully fit. And then the work rate that Tuchel needed on the right side, I don't think Saka could have given.
But the Saka situation, guys, hold on. No, guys, hold on. The Saka situation, was he injured before the start of the World Cup?
Yes.
Okay, so Thomas Tuchel knew that he was injured.
And
then he brought him in.
Good. Yes. So that's why he brought in Noni.
I'm
coming. Yeah, that's why he
was not fully fit. He brought him in.
No, but fine.
John Stones was coming from
and he brought him in.
Good. So that's why he brought in Noni Madueke. And then I said him, I'm going to say my submission
but then on your own, if you are being realistic, and like you've been always, do you think if you want to win something meaningful, and he's starting Madueke, was it something that you were always going to buy?
You should get Saka's injury well, because he started in their first game.
Yeah, but he couldn't complete it. He was coming off the bench.
Yeah. So the thing is, no, Saka didn't start the first game. It was Madueke. Madueke helped them with
their first
game against Croatia. So the thing is, I've always said it, a fully fit
Saka.
No, an injured Saka is way better than a fully fit Noni Madueke.
True.
Because I'm being honest. Saka gave at least 1 assist in this World Cup.
Where?
Noni Madueke didn't give any assist.
I think he started in the first 2-3 games.
He started against Croatia. He started against Ghana. He started against Panama.
Yeah.
I think the game Noni Madueke didn't start was against Mexico.
He started against Norway.
Yes, but he didn't start against Mexico. Bukayo Saka started against Mexico.
Yeah.
And still no assist from him.
Still no assist from Noni Madueke. How fit Bukayo Saka is way better than 100% fit Noni Madueke.
So you have to start Rogers on the right side of attack for them.
Because
first assist.
Good. Yeah. No, and then not because Rogers first assist, because the work rate that he needed, Noni Madueke won't give him, because Noni Madueke won't really track back. Yeah. And then when he has the ball, he really won't take on players well. So he had to introduce Morgan Rogers, who would do the run back and then run forward. And then with his best forward, he provided the assist.
I'm just saying that Tuchel lost this game right from the press conference he did. Because see, you have even Eze.
I even think that
you even
before
have
coming to this tournament, Morgan Gibbs White had a better season.
No, he was injured.
No, Gibbs White was fit. He didn't call him. He came in to play the semi-final for Nottingham Forest in their Europa
League. Against Villa.
Good, yes, and then came on to play against I think in their last 3 or 2 games in the league.
He had a better season than Madueke.
Now, guys, let's now discuss. I mean, the England situation, remember, they will come up against France in the third place playoff on Saturday at 9 p.m. They will battle for a place who finish in the third place and the fourth place. But it's time for us to spend the rest of our time to discuss about Argentina and how Lionel Scaloni was able to turn it around. But if you care to know, before I hear from the guys, Argentina have reached the FIFA World Cup final for the 7th time. They are second most of any side. Apart from Germany, who have been there 8 times, and Argentina have reached consecutive FIFA World Cup finals for the 2nd time. Previously, doing that in 1986 and then 1990. Now, having won their first FIFA World Cup semi-finals in 1966, like we've discussed, England have been eliminated in each of their last 3 games. That is 1990, 2018, and now they've been eliminated here. The final one on Argentina, before I hear from the guys, which is going to be between themselves and then Spain. This is the first time ever the World Cup final is going to be between a reigning UEFA European champions and reigning CONMEBOL, that is Copa America champions. So, I mean, Sunday promises to be exciting because we are going to watch a very, very, very big game. Going to be full of stars, Yes, you don't watch final and you don't get people who can market games for you. The name alone will market it. I mean, the whole game.
Which name is that?
They are selling tickets for Andres. They are selling ticket for 8,500.
Yeah, look at that. Is it really
8,500? What are you saying?
So I mean, the rumors have started though. Pep Guardiola to be the next manager. The rumors have started.
So I mean, one of the technical guys is showing us a report coming in that Pep Guardiola has been linked to the England to the England job. Let's see what happens. I mean, last night there were reports that the FA will review Thomas Tuchel's performance, and then after that they will make a decision. But once these things crops up, like what Nana said, Pep Guardiola has been linked to the Italian job because now former players have taken over the Italian FA, and so they need somebody that understanding how they want the Italians to play. And now Pep Guardiola has been linked to the English job. So, I mean, the next few days promises to be exciting and then drama. The next few days promises. So, the next few days is really, really pregnant. A lot of things are going to happen in the next few days, or even from now to the end of the month. A lot of things are going to happen. But let's patiently wait and see. Okay, let me begin from you. Now, we saw Argentina going down against Egypt, Cape Verde. Even before we saw Argentina going down against Cape Verde, Egypt, Switzerland. They had to point to a 1-1 and they found a way to win. But listen, playing again, I have always said that this Argentine team have a problem with their defense, and if they come up against, even if they come up against one of their favorites and one of the big teams, if they concede first, it will be very, very difficult for them to come back. But like all you guys have admitted, you don't play against Argentina, score and nearly go and decide to sit back. You are putting yourself under pressure by inviting them that you could come on me and then find a way to score. But how did Lionel Scaloni turn it around? How was he able to do it?
I mean, Lionel Scaloni has shown that he has two teams in this Argentina setup. He has a team A, he has a team B. The partnership is Lautaro and Messi or Julian Alvarez and Messi in the attack. But this World Cup, he trusted Lisandro Martinez and Cristian Romero.
Right.
Rather than Otamendi and Romero. And the fullbacks, he maintained the same formation as Sami said. It's been the consistency of this Argentina side. Nana mentioned, I think 12 players from 18 players in the 2022 squad. The same players are in here. I think the new additions are Medina, Diego Simeone's son,
Nico Paz as well.
Thiago Almada. Some few additions, but it's the same group of teams. So the understanding is there, the cohesion is there, the teamwork is there. The key thing about Argentina's success is the fighting spirit of these players. I've never seen any team fight so hard like these Argentina boys. When they are down, that is when they smell blood. They want to go for it. They did it against Egypt. They did it against Cape Verde. It wasn't by fluke. The Egypt game, so many things happened. Against Switzerland were down, but we saw the individual brilliance of Julian Alvarez and Lionel Messi that led them to the semi-final. But against England, it was all about giving everything because at the point, they were all attacking. They committed bodies so much into the penalty box and they wanted to win. Anytime that Argentina are down, Lionel Scaloni do something. He makes subs quickly. Even if it's in the 50, 60th minute, he makes the sub because he needs a goal. And against England, he saw that the moment England retreats, look, this is where we're going to punish them. So then he brought on Nico Gonzalez to go to the far side of attack on the left side. Yep. Then he brought on Lautaro Martinez for Julian Alvarez. Because what are we playing now? We need more men in the box. Because Lionel Messi, the orchestrator, will make pinpoint crosses. And England are not going to defend that. What did he do? You know he took Cristian Romero off because
with the yellow card.
And
brought on Otamendi.
So it looks like anytime that the players from the bench come on, they are super ready and they play so well. Notice it from the knockout stage. Anytime an Argentina player comes off the bench, he doesn't look rusty. He's prepared. That's why because he has his two teams, the team A and the team B. So the team B, he knows how to position them on the field of play when they come on from the bench. You need to be ready because nobody is playing 90 minutes except Lionel Messi. So I was very shocked that England couldn't neutralize Messi because there was no way Lionel Scaloni would change him. Yeah. He's untouchable. But the rest, they're touchable. He's going to change them, especially the fullbacks and also in the attacking sense because they don't have wide players like Di Maria anymore. So Argentina play, one thing I also like about them is patience.
Yeah.
They're very patient on the ball, and then also
something Doris touched on. Yeah. When they were down, they'll do the build up. They'll find a way, and definitely they're going to break you down.
They're going to break you down because you read the game so well, especially Lionel Messi, and know where to hit the opponent. When he realized that look, Spence has gotten so much into the game, especially in the first half, he made so much aggressive tackles. We saw the clearance he made when. I've forgotten Diego Simeone's son's name, this guy. When he was on goal.
Giovanni
Simeone. When he was on goal, he made a serious tackle on him. So it took some kind of steam out of him. He was tired, Spence. So Messi saw that space in there. Because anytime he had that ball on the right side, before Spence get the 2 or 3 yards, he needs to be covered by Nico Riley.
Right.
When you look at that goal, even Spence was even limping before going to Lionel Messi. It was Nico Riley who covered up for him.
Right.
So Messi reads the game so well. He watches where the opponent's weakness are, then he exploits it. But what they do in the first half, if you mostly watch their games, they don't mostly score a lot of goals in the first half, especially in knockout football.
Yeah.
What they do is that they frustrate the opponent. I started coming to the game. Yeah. England should pay attention to the field, to their style of play. Because Argentina will start
physicality.
That is what they will do.
Yeah.
We saw it from Paradise with Jude Bellingham. Don't get into those altercations with them. That is what they want. They want to get something out of you. So this is Messi's touch mark.
Sure.
I'm sure this is the second half.
This is the second half.
So look at the right side of him. He knows that look, that is the weakness of England now. Now I must get the ball, pinpoint crosses, and make sure the McAllister and Cole. One thing I love about Messi, the point is the crosses are on point.
But you see the point, what surprises me most about these numbers here are nice. These numbers, this 94
touches here
was after England has scored. So these numbers are all in the first half. Sorry, in the second half.
So then it shows you, that when Argentina are down, who is the orchestrator? Messi.
Just give the ball to him.
Just give the ball to him. So why don't you neutralize him? They should have known that by now. Because anytime that they are down, he starts to move.
Yeah.
So 94 touches. It shows you that every touch of Messi was so crucial for them. The big question now is that, are Spain going to give him that enough room and time for him to play his
That's
game?
another interesting
Will
question.
Spain retreat when they score a goal? Never. It will never happen. They didn't even do that against France.
Yeah.
There is no way they will do that against
They stuck to their
Argentina.
philosophy.
Stuck to their philosophy, play their game. And Argentina have shown that without their ball, they are very vulnerable, especially at their fullbacks.
Yeah.
Look at how they consider the goal. So poor from Molina.
Yeah.
They didn't even watch where the run of Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, sure. I think it was just slow, like what Nana said.
Look, but one.
It was not quick enough.
It was not quick enough. He has never been quick, Molina.
Sure. Decisiveness.
Yeah,
he wasn't
sure.
actually decisive whether to clear the ball, whether to.
One
hold
thing
on
I
to
like
the
about
ball.
Argentina and also their fans is the fighting spirit, how their fans cheer them, especially when they're losing. When they were down, the whole stadium cheered. They were cheering, they took off their shirts because they knew something was going to come. They have that euphoria, like, let's start chanting.
Something is coming.
Something is coming.
or it is just simple that once Messi switches to the right wing, something definitely is going to happen.
I talk about sometimes the momentum of a game when it shifts to the winning side, to the opponent side, who is looking for a goal, everything changes for them. I think that's what happened to England. That's why I said we saw this in the Champions League against Real Madrid and Man City. In the dying minute, look, you can't tell me the Pep Guardiola side can't hold on the ball for 4 minutes to win a game. It happened to them. So sometimes that is what Argentina have been using. The momentum whenever it shifts to them.
Whenever they have the momentum.
Whenever they have the momentum, everything changes. We've seen it in this local stage, and I think that has worked for them. But I don't think it will work against Spain.
I just want to put something on record. Okay, me have not said a certain team is going to win, but the chief producer of the program or the assistant producer is saying that this is what he's saying. Please bear me witness, you guys here. He's sending me message telling me if Argentina wins the cup, I will give you 1,000 cedis. No problem. Me have not said Argentina should win,
but if Argentina
I've not said anything. But if you are sending me message telling me this, okay, we are all here. Sunday by 9 p.m. or at least by 10 p.m. we'll know who will win the cup. And I've pinned this message. I've pinned it, Steve. Please, I'm telling you.
Please take a screenshot before he deletes it.
Oh yes! Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I've done it. Thank you, my brother. Oh, come back. And then I've screenshotted the message. And I thank you.
Oh, okay.
But Doris, on a more serious note, let's fall back on track. There is something that I saw yesterday whilst watching the game. Had to do with Lionel Scaloni. That, see, I've not seen a manager, and in football, I don't know whether it was Nana when we were doing after Black Stars exited the tournament, the day when we came and we had a joint team here. I don't know whether it was Nana or one of the.
I was here.
Yeah, I know you were here, but one of the guys mentioned something that how the manager thinks affects his players directly. I mean, if you see a manager, or if you mention this player, everybody can tell him that he plays under this manager, and you can even address how the players they play, and then make reference to a certain manager. When he was down, or when Argentina were down, he didn't panic.
Yeah,
it looked like, listen, we know what we are doing, so we are down though, but we are not. Unlike a certain coach, when he's down and he's fighting back, he will be feeling agitated and overthinking and all that.
Yes.
We saw him at the 2022 World Cup, and he's not changed. And even when they scored the winner, he was still the same. He never ran. He was no jubilant. He was just standing there smiling and all that. Psychologically, okay, and his substitution that he brought on. Psychologically, what do you think that Lionel Scaloni, this young manager, he has that others don't have that? Listen, we've seen some great managers coach this team. Yeah. Even the likes of the Diego Armando Maradona coached this team at the 2010 World Cup.
Marcelo Bielsa
has been here. So, what has he changed about this team? Because they are just playing for him, and when they win, you could see that they are together, just like what Amino first said. And you go back to what Nana said, dating back to 2022. psychologically, what has he impacted on this team? That they understand him. That even when there is this famous team, this famous Fabregas interview when Antonio Conte was at Chelsea and they were playing against Man City and they were losing, and then Fabregas was on the bench.
Sure.
And then Diego Costa said, according to Fabregas, he went to Antonio Conte and shouted at him, "Bring on Fabregas! Bring on Fabregas!" He brought on Fabregas and they were able to equalize. So it tells you that the other players on the bench even were not comfortable because they were losing. But this Argentine team, even when they are down, they don't panic.
Yeah. Sammy, that is why we will tell you, I stand to be corrected, that all the countries that have won the World Cup has been, like, the coaches are from that same country.
Natives, yeah.
You hear what I'm trying to say?
So in effect, I mean, no foreign manager has won the World Cup. I mean,
whether maybe the coach won it by himself when he was a player, or maybe he didn't even play, but he's from that country.
Right.
So there's that one thing, that thing about World Cup. That is how come Messi, Ronaldo, the GOAT thing.
Right.
When you immediately take the World Cup, it's a different thing altogether. I've said it that Scaloni was a player when Lionel Messi was, also playing for Argentina when he made his first debut.
Yeah.
From what I depicted from the last 2022 World Cup that they won, they had another pivotal player who played major role for them. That was Di Maria. Angel Di Maria. When he was leaving, that was his last World Cup for Argentina as well. We saw the second or third goal that came from Argentina when he carried the ball right from the half spaces of their side, made that runs into the half spaces, and then scored France. Immediately France equalized. Di Maria was sitting at the bench. He was weeping. He was crying. And one thing I saw Scaloni do was he did like this. I looked at him and I was like, this man wants Messi to win the World Cup, not him. Because when Messi wins the World Cup, automatically he has also won it.
Exactly, sure.
When he wins the World Cup, automatically Messi has also won it. So this man being a player has, made the players in the team feel that we've been there before. We were once like you. So now that you are ready, you are lucky to have the greatest of all time in your midst. Why don't you come out and play? So in as much as they equalized, France equalized, you could still see that
passion.
They knew that this is their time.
That's true.
When the Champs took it 2018, it was clear that France was going for this World Cup this time. That was the same thing that happened for Argentina. It would have burst my mind if Scaloni left this the finals for the Champs and then France, because France did this clearly when they were playing with Croatia.
Right,
sure.
Because the Champs has won it before. So it's what you instill in the players.
Good. I get it.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Sure.
That clearly helped Scaloni. And then the players were ready to do or to deliver.
Right, to play for him.
Look at, Ofe said something about his substitution.
Yeah.
Lautaro Martinez, he's doing something for Inter Milan that we don't talk about. 17 goals this season, 6 assists. You bring him on when you need a goal to win. Yeah. So he has arranged the team in such a way that he knows, like, how do you call it? The people who throw that thing to that
segment. Is it that? Yeah.
He knows the
precision.
Yeah, sure.
Precision.
Yeah.
At every given minute. That's how come, even though they were down, they come back. See, when you want to talk about the greatest of all time in a comeback in the World Cup, let's give it to Argentina. It ends there.
I think we've seen, how many times have they done it here? We saw that against Egypt, and now
so they've done it against Egypt. Sorry, in the round of they won the round of 32. Okay, now they didn't come back, but Cape Verde gave them a run for their money. And then against Egypt, against Switzerland, there was no comeback.
Yeah, and then against England.
But we've seen Argentina a couple of times. 2014, it was against the Netherlands.
Yeah. Yes,
they went to penalty shootout. 2022, we saw similarly against the Netherlands again. They went to a penalty shootout. So the Argentines, do not always win or always get to the final walking in a park where they don't face hurdles or struggle.
Right.
But they are always calm under there. So in 2022, when the Scaloni took over in 2020 during the COVID time, and then he helped them win their first, there's one thing Scaloni has that I think most managers do not have. There's this thing called emotional maturity.
Yes.
And then
he's
emotionally secured. He doesn't rush to make decisions
Like
because he knew that when the storm comes, he is the one leading the team.
Yeah.
Scaloni has lost only 5 games as a manager for the Argentine side since taking over. That goes to tell you a lot about his man management.
Yeah.
He's able to manage the boys, manage the game, even manage substitutions, because those even on the bench sometimes will want to say that I want to play for my nation.
Yeah.
But we can see in this World Cup, he has hardly played the newbies, the babies coming in. He has built a pact of wolves who want to defend Argentina, who want to play for the nation.
Right.
So if I'm getting into the Argentine side, I would say that Scaloni's maturity has helped the team. Now, yesterday, going into the game, now let's analyze the game from the Argentine side. In the first half, you could see that they were playing for Messi, but it wasn't working because Lionel Messi was in the middle.
Yeah, because he lost a lot of balls in the first half.
He lost most balls in the middle. What did Scaloni do? I'm sure he wanted to take his first substitution in the 60th minute. But as early as the 56th minute, he conceded a goal. And then he didn't rush. Scaloni took out his defensive midfielder, Leandro Paredes, as his first substitution.
And brought on Rodrigo de Paul.
No, brought on Nico Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez.
Because he saw that in as much as it was a 4-4-2, going forward, you could see that Julian Alvarez would be on the left-hand side to cut in. But now when they were down by a goal, he wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the center man.
Right.
Good for Alexis McAllister to join in.
Sure.
So now you could see that there was a gap for Nicolas Tagliafico to fill. But Tagliafico didn't have the legs to go in. Whenever the English get a counter-attack, he can't come back. So you could find that there was space on the left-hand side that the Argentines were not paying attention to. So what does he do? Whenever Tagliafico goes ahead, Paredes fills the left back spot. But Paredes also doesn't have the legs.
Right.
So what does he do? He takes on Paredes because we are chasing the game. We don't need you to go in for tackles. Take on Paredes. Bring on Nico Gonzalez.
Sure.
When Nico Gonzalez came, you could see that Messi was flowing the crosses there. And then. Good. His second substitution, what does he do? He takes on Lisandro Martinez. Takes off Simeone. Simeone was brought into the game for a specific purpose.
Sure, exactly.
But Simeone can't give in the crosses. So what does he do? He taking Simeone out. He takes Montiel. Is it Montiel?
Yeah,
It was Molina.
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 Sorry,
He
Montiel rather came on.
He takes Simeone out. He takes Molina out. Introduce Rodrigo de Paul, and then brings on Montiel. Someone will say that Montiel is even playing in the Argentine league. How is Montiel playing in this World Cup? Listen, the man understands structure and he understands commitment. He understands that these are my boys.
So talking about structure, pause there. Talking about structure, what Thomas Tuchel said about it was not a structure. That was wrong, isn't it?
Oh, Thomas Tuchel had a structural deficient.
So that was wrong.
Of course.
Okay, it was wrong.
Of
Okay,
course, of
so
course.
please you proceed.
Structural deficiency from Thomas Tuchel. So the next substitution set from Scaloni.
Right.
He takes off Lisandro Martinez because he found that he wasn't having the legs. He brings on a certain agent Nicolas Otamendi.
Yeah.
People question, why is Otamendi coming into this game? Scaloni knows what he's doing. He takes off Simeone and brings on Rodrigo de Paul. And then takes off... I always forget that Molina takes on Molina and brings in Montiel. Perfect.
Yeah.
So Montiel comes in. Where the introduction of Montiel helped Lionel Messi leave the center of the midfield, center of play, to the right wing.
The right wing, yeah.
So you could see that Lionel Messi was playing there as the right wing forward. Montiel, who was supposed to be the right back, was playing as the right wing midfield.
Yeah, sure.
Take the pressure off Lionel Messi. Take Jet Spence, Nico O'Reilly, whoever it is, in there and create space for Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
So now, whilst these four were introduced, Argentina was still chasing the game.
Yeah.
They were finding passes in there. You see that they were floating a shot. Enzo Fernandez first shot he had space.
Yeah.
And then his second shot, Messi created space for him, and then he was able to shoot.
Right.
It was I don't know why Jordan Pickford even touched the ball, because the ball was going away.
Yeah.
That's how come the corner came in.
And the goal came. Yeah.
And then the goal came. So when the corner came, normally Lionel Messi would pass to Paredes.
Yeah.
But Paredes wasn't there. Rodrigo de Paul was supposed to play the right wing, but Rodrigo de Paul went to take the position of Paredes. So now he was playing the midfield with Enzo Fernandez.
Sure.
He passed the ball to Rodrigo de Paul. De Paul back to Messi. Now Messi decides to take on two players, and then he became three.
Yeah.
You realize that Elliot Anderson was caught in between whether to mark De Paul or going into Messi. So it was Jet Spence, it was O'Reilly, and then it was Elliot Anderson. Before you realize, Messi passed the ball to Enzo Fernandez. He had space again. Sure. This is the space where Thomas Tuchel failed to block. And the closest player to him before he shot the ball,
Jude Bellingham.
Right? Jude Bellingham was even far behind.
Yeah, he had to run and
Jude Bellingham had to run and come, but it was late, and you could see that. First of all, it was a goalkeeping error.
Yeah.
For the corner to come, because the ball was nowhere near the goal.
Exactly.
Secondly, it's a goalkeeping error because Jude Bellingham even said it. It was down in the middle.
Yeah.
How aren't you saving this ball?
Yeah.
It's like we are taking something away from this English side. Let's concentrate on Jordan Pickford. He's been very shambolic sometimes. Sometimes we have to question his decision making. So now the Argentines equalize.
Yeah.
And what does he do? He takes off what's his name?
He brought Lautaro.
He brought Lautaro Martinez to play a two-top. To play a two-top. What did he take off?
Julian Alvarez went off.
No. Julian Alvarez was still in the game. He took off. He took off a defender.
The Romero.
Good. No, he took off Nicolas Tagliafico.
Okay.
He took off Tagliafico to bring in Lautaro Martinez because he knows that we have equalized and these people have introduced defenders. So now let's kill them.
Right.
Lautaro Martinez comes in. So now there are two pivotal players in there. Alexis McAllister joining in to cause havoc. Yeah. You have Nico Gonzalez on the left, causing havoc. So now the English couldn't defend.
Okay.
Good. Now the second goal, how does it come by? Lionel Messi gets the ball. Decides that they know that the in-swingers were actually helping them. Mm-hmm. So the English were arranging themselves to defend an in-swinger. Then before he realized it was an out-swinger from the right foot of Lionel Messi.
Something you hardly see.
Something you hardly see. And then someone said the right foot.
Weak foot.
Good. It was his weak foot.
Yeah,
and he used to give that brilliant cross to score the goal. Now, the Argentines were able to match the English and then play them boot for boot because the English surrounded the victory to the Argentines.
Great.
Now, something you should know that Argentina coming into this final is going to play a back-to-back final, right?
Yeah.
And this will be, I think, they are part of the three nations to do that. Back-to-back final.
Yeah.
Good.
Because France were rather aiming to become the third country to do it on the 10th successive time. And now the days has come to an end. Yeah.
So if Argentina wins, they join the likes of Italy and then Brazil.
Yeah.
Italy won in, I think, 38-42.
Right.
Brazil won in 58-62. I think Italy was 34-38 and then Brazil 58-62.
Right.
So when Argentina wins it, but let me take you back. Argentina 1986 won the World Cup and 1990 went to the final. They lost it. In 2022 Argentina won the World Cup and in 2026 they are going to the final. Are they going to join the likes of Italy and Brazil, or will history repeat itself?
Let's wait and see what happens. Let's wait.
But sorry.
Yeah.
Let me end with this. There's something we are letting go under the bed or the cover.
Yeah, the carpet.
The carpet. Lionel Messi is yet to score a penalty in this World Cup.
Are you sure?
He's yet to score a penalty in this World Cup.
That's what you were talking about.
Good,
Italy in 1934, 1938, and then in Brazil in 1958 and 1960. So if they're able to win it, we know Argentina won it in 2022. If they're able to win it, they call that record. by Italy and then Brazil.
Good. Lionel
Yeah.
Messi is yet to score a penalty in this World Cup.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because all the two that he's had,
He's missed. Lionel Messi is yet to score.
Sure. And I think he became the first player to miss 2 penalties at a single World Cup.
And then Lionel Messi is leading the joint goal scoring for the World Cup.
Yeah, with
20 goals. And then the assist for the World Cup.
Sure.
He has 12 assists.
Yeah,
He's leading
I have
the
some
assist.
numbers here. Let me go through it quickly.
Okay, sure. Let's
and
do
then
that.
ask a question in the room, and then we can pick the calls.
Which
I don't
question
know
is that?
if Doris is going to answer the question. But whilst I go through the numbers here, because Nana touched on the numbers, so let me quickly go through the numbers. Guys, let's start to pick some calls, and then because we have very, very limited time, we have about 8 minutes or 9 minutes to end the program. Let's pick some calls whilst I go through the numbers. Now, Lionel Messi, talking about his impact yesterday, had 9 dribbles. Against England. England had 7, a total of 7.
So Lionel
Messi had 9, right? The first player on record from 1966, to do that in a single World Cup knockout game.
At age 39.
Yes. The more than Cristiano Ronaldo's, total dribbles across the last, 4
World Cups.
I'm not sure Ronaldo is.
But how do you expect Ronaldo to come and dribble?
Yes.
No, but it's part
This
of
are
it.
the-
No,
do you see, when
see,
you say this
No,
kind
I'm
of
not-
thing, that's when I come in to defend Ronaldo.
No, but it's not
How
for
do
me.
you
But it's
expect
not for
him
me.
to come in?
No, but it's
What
not,
position is he
no, but it's
playing?
not for me. It's not for me. No, I'm just pinpointing something.
You
But
see,
not the numbers.
the-
No,
that's some of the
but honestly
arguments.
speaking, you are asking what position is Ronaldo playing on the squad sheet. He's playing as a striker, and then with Argentina setup, Messi is also playing as a striker.
But you don't see him at the striking
What,
position.
no, you see, when you do this, you are
because he
trying to
can't
be
do
biased.
that.
Okay,
See, listen,
okay, guys. Hold
listen,
on.
listen. Yesterday,
Yes.
when Messi came to come and pick the balls, arrange goals, and then you give that assist.
Yeah.
This tournament, have you seen Ronaldo come out to come and do those?
No,
things?
Because he can't do it.
No,
okay,
listen.
Okay, so
and then
Doris.
too, the setup that they are playing,
Yeah.
he's not like supposed to
They're
be
not
in
the
that
same way,
position.
yeah.
Okay, so Ronaldo has not been given that role to function like what Messi does.
You know, sometimes
No,
these
he can't
arguments, I
function
always say
in
that
there.
arguments about World Cup,
Sammy-
let's just read their stats, what they've done and
Okay,
do.
let's talk to our
just-
first
He
caller.
can't function in there. He can't do that.
Behave yourself.
He can't.
Good evening. Welcome to Global Kickoff. How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. And you?
Great. What's your name?
Okay, I'll defend him.
My name is Joseph, calling from India.
Okay, Joseph, please talk to us.
Thank you for the wonderful job you are doing for the market. Yesterday, I think from the onset, the Argentines were going to win because if you start the US,
Let's pick another caller. So let's pick another caller.
can't
Now,
hear him.
I mean, still with the numbers, but you can still call us and then share your thought with us. With the numbers, now Messi has become, the most assists in the World Cup with 12, most goals in the World Cup history with 21, most goals contribution in the World Cup test is 3. Most FIFA World Cup player tournament award with 2. Hi, good evening. Welcome to Global Kickoff here on WoezorTV.
evening.
Hi, how are you doing? Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Okay, my name is Panjan on the span of India, Keflon, and Yokaku. I'm calling from Dambao to Union Capital.
Please talk to please talk to
Okay. In fact, one thing I've observed in this World Cup is that when we say it's God who has given you different things from somebody who has gone to learn. That makes you learn. The guy is too much. But one thing I also like you guys to tell Black Stars is that I'm one of their greatest fans. Whether we are losing or winning, I'm still a Black Star fan.
I like that.
One thing we have to do is let's choose the right player at the right time. If we win, we are winning for Black Star. So Jordan needs to see that they play. So that we play and win. We need to show the captain. Sometimes we need to do that. They look at the James Rodriguez. He has to substitute there to win the game, and they did it. So Ghana, I think we should be calling them from the white. Messi is doing it, so we can call it do it.
Okay. Right. Thank
So
you.
thank you very much.
Right. Thank you. We do appreciate your call. Still with the numbers, run you through most scored in during World Cup. He has 16 so far. Most consecutive World Cup matches with a goal. That is 9. Second highest Second against the most different national teams at the World Cup, that is 15, and the most assists in the World Cup knockout phase, that is 10. And now Messi has scored or assisted 13 consecutive matches for Inter Miami or Argentina. Now, if on Sunday, if he gets himself involved in a goal against Spain, it will equal his own record in 2011, where he had 14 assists in a row while he was playing. Now, he also become only the second player after Cafu to play at 3 World Cup finals. Hi, good evening. Welcome to Global Kickoff on WoezorTV. Okay, the final bit. Then we can I can hear from the guys, and then we can wrap up. And he says that the oldest player to score at a World Cup hat-trick, that is at age 38. Most free kicks at the World Cup history, 2. Most goal contribution in the World Cup knockout stage, 17. The only player to score in every round of a single World Cup edition. Doris, let me begin with you. Where do you stand? Where do you now stand?
No, I've never stand anywhere. I mean, I'm no man's favorite. Sure? Yes. I'm no man's favorite. I've said it that, 20 years, Messi and Ronaldo, they are still dominating in the world of football. One thing that I even
Are you sure they are still dominating?
They are.
They are.
They are. Okay. Before the World Cup, what news did you hear from Ronaldo at El Nassr?
He won the Saudi Pro League.
Thank you. And what is Messi doing in the World Cup?
He's dominating.
Let's enjoy these two people, because I'm not even sure we will even get some in the 100 years to come. See, I wanted to say something. I'm saying that.
Why are you blaming me?
See, let me say this thing, name.
Okay.
Me, with how Messi is playing this game, I wouldn't be surprised when Messi, joins the squad again to the next World Cup. He's 39 years. 39. Listen, he's 39 years. 39. Ronaldo is doing this at 41 years. And look at how Messi plays. Messi, he does ombre. He doesn't struggle in the game.
Surprisingly,
maybe he will not be a starter.
This afternoon, I read a stat where he said he worked for 42%.
Yes.
All the games that he's played.
He's actually
he might not be a starter, but he can be on the bench. Roger Miller did it for how many years?
He reads the game. You see, the guy is intelligent. He knows when to go in. But he knows he's not at the level where he used to be some 10 because he's 39 now.
Okay, let's talk to a caller. Hi, good evening. Welcome to Global Kickoff on WoezorTV. You know what they are telling me? Now that we are trying to, you are listening to them, isn't it? You're like, now that we are trying to do, okay, no problem. Don't worry, we'll close and go home. Don't worry. You're telling me the time is up.
You see, as I'm saying, Messi is very intelligent.
Yeah.
He knows that I'm not at the peak. Like I'm not at the level where I used to be.
Yeah.
So now I won't exert more energy, because when I exert more energy, I'll get tired. Lionel Messi has played 2 extra times in this World Cup at age 39.
Yeah.
He's not been substituted.
Yeah.
He's played, apart from the Jordan game, where he even came into play, I think, 20-something minutes. He's played every game 90 minutes.
At a point, the game straight to 120 minutes.
But that's what I'm saying. I won't be surprised.
So he's played 120 minutes. So Lionel Messi, for me, will be the greatest of all time, and then he is my greatest of all time.
Yes, so I like that. That is you.
Yeah, that is me.
Yeah.
I want us to read something from Romans 9.
You're also bringing in. Okay, no problem.
Romans 9:15. The Lord said, "I will show mercy unto whom I will show mercy."
That is between Esau and what? Good. Esau and who?
Jacob.
Thank you.
Listen,
Thank you, my brother.
Listen. The mercifulness of God is not for everyone. He said he will show mercy unto whom deserves mercy. Yes, I rest my case.
Doris, you want to say something?
Because I want to quote the Bible.
You want to turn this show into a biblical show? My sister, behave yourself. Yes, to me, my brother.
I know that before we end this show, the Messi accolades and everything will come up. I know.
But I just gave you some numbers, that's all.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying anything.
We respect the numbers. I want to say something, look. For all this debate about Ronaldo and Messi about the World Cup, for me, I think it's unfair.
Right.
It's unfair because the only time that Portugal have been the favorite to win the World Cup is this year. This is the only time that Portugal have been the favorite to win the World Cup.
And where are they
all
now?
the past editions, they've never been the favorite.
And where was the last time
since 2010, I'm coming.
Okay.
Since 2010, Argentina have always been tipped as the favorite to win the World Cup. So it means that Lionel Messi have a higher chance to win the World Cup than Cristiano Ronaldo. And so that fact should be proven, and he has won it. Fair enough. Before he came, I said if Ronaldo was playing for Spain, by now the conversation would be very different.
That is if conditional clause.
So we are not going to. Look, we don't have to compare them when it comes to the World Cup because the World Cup they are playing for two different national teams. If you play for Argentina, you have a higher chance of winning the World Cup. How can you tell me that?
Let's end it. Let's end it. You know what? Let's end it.
Okay,
let's end it.
But how can you not add World Cup when you're comparing the two greatest of all time? How can you tell me that you don't want to add the World Cup? The World Cup is because you said the only time Portugal has been favorite was this time.
Yes,
and then they didn't prove it. They couldn't do it. The only time they were favorite, they couldn't turn up. And then this time, Argentina were not favorite. They have turned up. So do not say, listen.
I respect
Ronaldo.
Let's end it. Yes. So just like what you saying that he's your GOAT. Offered to us a different.
I respect.
idea.
No.
Let's respect.
When he's saying that,
let's respect that. Let's respect that. Let's respect that. Dory says he's neutral. She's neutral. So,
I respect that.
Yes, and let's respect that. Thank you very much for.
Look,
but why?
Let me see my memory verse.
Oh, you also have a big. Okay, say it and let's go, please. Say it and let's go.
God says,
he
will silence the mouth of your doubting.
Yes.
And he said,
at age 41.
And again, it's Isaiah 49:25. He said he will contend with those who contend with him. And he will do what? He will save his children.
Yes.
Yesterday they said Lamine Yamal has taken the idol out. He has taken the
idol worshiper out.
Right now, let's take these two people out. If Lamine Yamal doesn't win
the World
Cup on Sunday, we will start the argument again.
But you are the same person. You want to say you mentioned that Portugal will.
I'm saying that Spain should win. I said it from the beginning that they will win.
No problem.
So they should win. But if they don't win it, we will come back and continue this debate about idol and then his descendants.
Thank you very much.
Why are you looking at me?
Let me quickly do this. But now you have any issue with her.
She's saying God will contend.
No problem. We have exceeded our time.
The God of football is Messi.
We have exceeded our time. Let's do it very quickly and then let's wrap up. But before we leave, let me say a very big happy birthday to you, Neria and Yonyam Apia. Nerea and Nyonyam Apia. You know, you attend school at Marvin Star Montessori. Today you happen to turn 4 years old. May God bless you and may you grow to become a successful person in future. And may you stay blessed and in all aspects of your life. May God bless you, bless the entire family, right, Nerea, wherever you are. So God bless you, Nerea. Guys, we are leaving. Nana, any shout out, then we'll leave.
Thank you very much, Sammy. Shout out to my beautiful wife. She allowed me to come here today. Beautiful wife, I know you're watching. Take a video of this.
I've done the whole thing with you. Where you are taking the team to? Why you are taking the very short? The shot that you are throwing here, you know it descend down there. Kuku will get you because you are also throwing shot at you.
Hey, I didn't know that. I beg you, but Charlie, Sammy, thank you for having me. It's actually been a very interesting and an entertaining time with you guys here. And I like the Weezor family. Thank you guys for always having me here. And then to my beautiful wife, I always love you.
Charlie, Bible,
then they make marriage the
Charlie, Bible.
It says a good wife has found a good
wife.
Good wife.
The Bible, marriage, there's all about finding good woman.
No, but Proverbs 14 also said that.
It's by you wife.
Houses and riches are inheritance of a father.
Yes.
But a prudent wife is a gift
from God.
Wife is a gift to me.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. When I got my wife, God.
You don't joke with that.
No, I don't joke with my wife.
Any shout out?
Today I don't have any shout out, but shout out to like my family out there on X. Yes.
Your family on
X, on Twitter. The boys for supporting me, Ajo, Leo. I can't mention names.
Right. Sure.
Yes.
Right. So Doris always being with us, same as Ofe.
Yeah. Some shout outs to my family who always supports me, and I think I have a number of people watching from Ekopon and also around Jolu. And everyone who loved me, like shout out to everyone.
Right. So, and I thank you very much, Doris. Thank you very much as always, and Ofe. Thank you very much as always. A big thank you to Jonas, to Nate, to Frank, to Clenham, to Steve, and the rest of the guys, Dixon, and to Motion, Kevin, the rest of the team members. Thank you very much to Kweku Frimpong, as always, for putting this one together for us. Also, a big thank you to Mimi, Laura, and then former today they didn't come around. Yeah, no problem. But wherever he is, format, thank you very much as always for giving us good shots. And so, thank you very much. Remember, we'll be back on your screen again tomorrow at 3 p.m. and we'll try to discuss the Saturday, the third place game on Saturday. Remember, the team will be here on Saturday, on Sunday. On Sunday, we'll bring you the big game. That is the final. Remember that it kicks off at 7 p.m. Hopefully tomorrow, before we come here, we'll get you the time for that particular build-up. So once again, thank you very much for being part of our show today. We'll be back on your screen again. Until then, take care. Tell you what Nana has done on the program. I think next week I need to go and pay the bride price.
Yeah, shout.
Hurry up.
We'll see you again. Until then, take care. God bless you and stay blessed as always.